Yeah, I'm working on a new project here. I guess the last couple of days, kind of trying to get it together. I was over to PEI and was actually over to look at a manure spreader that I have to go back over and pick up here, hopefully next weekend. And I picked up these grass boxes. I was looking for one that was the same width as my aerator. This one here is 12 foot, a 12-foot Aerway. But the boxes I found, they didn't have tubes on them. So I ended up buying a couple junky ones and a little bit of welding, cutting and welding, and starting to come together pretty good. I got it so it will at least drive off of one sprocket, which is what I want. It had 2 drives on each side of the Massey box. Then I had pieces of a John Deere one I bought that I had to lengthen the one box. So the John Deere one, I cut it down, made a smaller box, and of course had to weld the shaft together, get everything lined up, weld the shaft, and then I put a splice in. The 2 center drills wore terribly bad, so just so happens the John Deere one's kind of sort of lined up. I made it work, put the shaft in there, welded it together so it's all one unit, and of course it just drives off this one sprocket. So, box pretty solid, got a little bit of work to do on the lids, but put it, just weld tabs on and bolted it solid. I still got to reinforce a few little things, and then I'm going to put a hydraulic motor on and flow control so I can adjust it. Once you get it calibrated, it'd be pretty well set the speed of like an ordinary drill, and then you can still use the adjustment off the box. Lengthen out the tubes so they'll come all the way down to the blades, and I'm hoping this is going to work better on like some older ground, some old sod. My no-till works pretty decent on ordinary ground, but I have some older fields to do, and I have some people that want me to do some seeding if this works out all right on some of their hay ground or pastures or whatever. But the theory behind it is, of course, the blades will cut the holes in, and seed, I'll have it directed right behind. I know got different guys that do it, and they aerate and then they broadcast seed, but I just figured this would probably work better as far as wasting seed. You're actually getting it right where you want it. So you put it behind the blades so it pokes the holes, and if you had it in front, of course, it would drive it down the ground too deep. So this way here, it would just kind of sprinkle it onto the openings. So if I need a little more aggressive, I angle the blades, and right now, of course, we're just running straight. But something I've been going to do here for quite some time. At least this way you're doing 2 things at once. You're aerating, and then you're putting seed down. If I don't want to put seed on it, you just don't run it. But anyways, I said they have a kit you can buy for an Aerway, and I don't know, they are a couple $1,000s, I think. But I don't know anybody that has one, so didn't have anything really to look at, and I just figured, well, I'll put this here, and a welder and cutting wheels. You can put a lot of stuff together. So anyways, coming along. Today I'll get the hydraulic motor. I got a machine here I gotta take the motor off of and flow control, build some brackets and do some drilling, and it'll get together hopefully the next day or so. So anyways,